Thank you for joining me for this brief overview. Today we'll be looking at DBXFlex, a report writer to easily create custom reports on the IBM I-Series, and AS400 with direct digital output to reduce printing and improve efficiency, giving users the data they need in formats they want. This is brought to you today by DRV Tech, producers of Flex Tools. If you're familiar with this paper-based manual processing, you'll recognize this simplified, labor-intensive workflow. Besides eliminating loud, obsolete printers and paper waste, automating a paperless process streamlines resources and puts information into the hands of people that need it faster. Now, this graphic will illustrate the evolution of paperless report processing, phasing out manual paper-based reporting to adopt digital output. This process can be incremental, allowing you to ease into a new but vastly more efficient management of the entire life cycle of reports and documents. DBXFlex is our newest member of our Flex tool family, and it's part of a paperless evolution that will allow you to bypass the printed page with custom reports that output directly to digital formats. DBXFlex is an easy-to-use alternative to expensive, complicated, or obsolete report writers for the IBM I-Series and AS400. Now, I want to create a custom report. Since practically I don't have any financial data available, I'm going to use a database in our software that logs emails that were sent using our SpoolFlex software. We're looking at a screenshot of our audit trail module. This will provide details about what reports were sent, who they were sent to, when they were sent, etc. The only problem is that it's display only. There's no way to print out a report. Now I want to create a custom report in PDF or Excel detailing this kind of information. So I can see, for example, all of the distributions that were sent by email to a specific person during a given date range. You could do the same thing with financial reports, where you may have a normal report that has month to date but not year to date, or last year's date. You can add whatever data might be in a database file. You can pick and choose. So what I want to do is I want to extract specific records and define the fields that I want to see. For example, this is a record, and these are some fields that I may want to include in my report. So to define that, I'm going to set up a query with the DBX report writer. Let's take a look and see how easy it is. First, I'm going to take option number 1 to work with DBXFlex. To create a new query, I would hit F6, but I already have one, so I'm just going to edit it here, as you can see. Now, first, we need to select the database file that we want to use. You can specify the library and then the name of the database file, or if, like me, you don't know the name of the database file, you can prompt using S4. And then you just select from a list of database files in your library. If you don't have authority to that database file, DBXFlex is not going to overrule AS400 security. That means that if you don't want people to go in and run payroll reports that aren't authorized to do so, this isn't going to allow them to do them if they can't already. Now, this file includes all the audit trail history details for all the distributions that have been conducted using our Flex tools. Now, the records I'm going to select, I want to include, you pick and choose exactly which ones, what the criteria are that you want to include in your report. So I only want to select records of distributions that were emailed in a specific date range since January 1st, and that have an archived copy somewhere, and that the email address is not blank. So in other words, it was emailed to somebody because it's not blank, and that it was filed someplace because that's not blank. Next, I'm going to select the fields that I want to create the report. So you select the data that you want to see, and you can also select the order in which it's going to appear on the report based on the sequential numbers, 1 through whatever, how many fields you want to put into the report. In this case, I'm going to be pulling in the delivery method, the email address, from email address, the name of the distribution, et cetera, as you can see. Next, I'm going to select the output type. Again, we're going direct digital, so I can choose to output to PDF or Excel, CSV. If I want to go to print, I can output a print file, but heck, I mean, since we're going direct to digital, why bother? I can always print it from a PDF. You can also have the whatever file that's being digitally created dynamically named and the resulting report filed in a location that could be either in the IFS or on a file server or directly on your PC. It just depends on where you want the report. In this case, I'm hard coding in the word audit trail report, and I'm pulling in a variable, the date the job was run. You could also pull in other variables as well, but this is just a simple one to show you the dynamic capability. Now you can define each individual column attributes. As you can see here, you can change the, if it has a truncated field name, you can change DLVRY to delivery, EMADR to email address, so that it actually makes sense in the actual report. So you can change it, you can sort it, change formatting, etc. We also have other options for making a nicer looking report. Formatting options that let you control report orientation, headings, color highlighting, report summaries. You can even add your logo to this PDF if you want to. And that's it. Once I've set up this query and just showing you how quickly it is, I'm explaining as we go, it really is that easy. I set up this query that we're looking at today the very first time I laid eyes on this software. It took me about 15 minutes. I've tried using IBM Query 400. I never could figure it out, to be honest with you. It was just too complicated. This is super simple. Users can use it. If I can use it, I promise you, you can too. Let's see what we come up when we run the report. So I'm going to choose R to run it, and it's going to output the report to the location that I specified in the output definition. This example is stored in the IFS, but we could also push this out to Windows environments, including servers, the user's PC, etc. And when I double-click on that PDF, voila, there is a detailed report just as requested. It's text searchable. I can scroll through here, find all the information that I'm looking for. I was really excited the first time I did this because, hey, I created this. It doesn't even exist anywhere else, but it's pretty cool to have that kind of power at your fingertips. It's easy to use and it's easy to learn. Like I said, I'm not exaggerating. I did that in about 15 minutes. And we can also output to Excel the same file. It's just a question of choosing an Excel output instead of the PDF in that case. And then when you do go to Excel, you actually have even more formatting options because Excel can give you a lot more flexibility with that regard. It's more robust, including things like word wrap, justification, and cool highlighting options, etc. Again, there's additional formatting options that allow you to create highlighting analysis for business intelligence. You have the ability to sort, text justification, change fonts, etc. You can not only control the page orientation, zoom magnification, row freezing, but you can also control print options as well. I don't know if anyone in the audience has ever tried to print a spreadsheet only to find out that what you thought was going to be a one-page printout turned out to be 30 pages because there was some margin improperly set. This gives you total control over that. You can set up when it page breaks, when it doesn't page break, etc. It's really, really great way to say it if you are going to print it. But again, it's in a digital format. Why bother? You can also add custom descriptions to report headings, including time and date stamps. Now this is one of the best parts, analysis highlighting. I want to automatically highlight rows that were of records that were sent to a specific individual named PJ. That way I can see how many things were sent to this individual during this date range and have a quick analysis already highlighted for me. Or I could do a different kind of an analysis where it highlights a cell by comparing one value to another. Again, business intelligence. They talk a lot these days about big data. Well, the problem with big data is it's too much data. It's too much information. This is a great way to surgically pull out the data that you're looking for that's relevant to your immediate needs. You can also add summary information to squeeze more information out of your big data. Depending on the kind of report, you can count the total number of entries, average, total, and calculate average minimum and maximum values. And again, voila, there it is. I'm just going to run this report real quick. You'll notice that my My Excel spreadsheet's been placed out there for opening. Go to my map drive and open it, and there you can see that the report is a nice, clean Excel report. Right here, where's that, 156? You see here where this is actually fatter than the rest. That would be a nice place where turning off the word wrap would be handy, because you don't want it to word wrap on you. You can control that within the report. I didn't do that just to illustrate, to show you what we might do within that situation. But this is a great way to give you a powerful tool that's easy to use. You don't have to be a programmer. You don't have to be technical. You don't have to have a PhD in computer science. I'm certainly not technical, but everything I've done here, I did really quickly, and I picked it up. The learning curve is really short. This is a partial listing of some of our clients, from small shops to multinational corporations and government agencies. If an organization is running on the IBM i-Series or AS400, DBXFlex tools can help streamline the way they manage their data. Our only requirement is that you're running on an IBM i operating system V5, R1, or later, including the latest releases. We are IBM business development partners, so we keep abreast of the latest releases. But don't take my word for it. See for yourself. We offer a no-obligation 15-day trial. You can test the software in your own environment with your own data and decide for yourself. It takes only 10 minutes to install, and in less than 30 minutes, we can help you start creating your own custom reports. You also have access to our online library if you prefer to do it yourself without any assistance. We have manuals and tutorials online, and they can show you step-by-step how to use the software. Better yet, we provide unlimited technical support during the free trial to help you set up the software for your environment. We're a different kind of software company. We answer the phones with live people, not voicemail trees. We work with you to answer questions and to help you quickly determine how the software works and whether it's going to work for you. All of our support and development are right here in our corporate headquarters in Atlanta, Georgia. So you're not going to get forwarded from one person to another, one country to another. Well, that's our presentation today. Thank you for joining us. If you'd like to take a closer look or get some more information about our report writing tool capabilities or any of our Flex tools, please give us a call at the number shown or shoot me an email. We'll be happy to help. Thanks for joining us.